Okay, so welcome, loves, whoever's watching this video. We wanted to make a quick intentional video around why we wanted to create the Mama Roots Movement Circle and the kind of original seed. Why did we want to create this?
Yeah. So we want you to kind of get a sense of what this circle will be about and how it will support you. And one of the key pieces is that it is a reattunement to self, but also in relation to others and the natural world around us, the land that you're currently on. So each of us will be tuning in from different parts of land, which will be part of the richness, part of the magic. And really, it's not a space around pushing or striving or you know, we're fed so many things around being better and fixing ourselves, and this is not that space. It's more of a space of dropping into the magic within the mundane and really anchoring into, as I said, the land. So the seasons that hold you and how that affects your capacity to be in the world and to show up for the things that you're desiring.
Hmm.
Essentially, this is what it is. This is the crux of what it is, but it will be held in, that richness of myth, story, connection, collaboration, um, ritual, simple ritual, just to, really embody the different points on the seasonal wheel. And yeah, I guess that's the key container, the container that's going to hold all of the varying magic and medicine is these key points on the seasonal wheel. So there's the cross quarter, which is the equinoxes and the solstices. And then there's those points in between each of those. So all up, there's 8 in a year. There's 8 of these seasonal points in the year that really help us to just anchor back in not just to self, but to that connection with the land around us, to the connection to the animals around us, to connection to spirit and soul as well. So we want to really try and encapsulate all of these beautiful things into this circle.
Mm. Yeah, and really holding yourself as the anchor, the creational body of what it is that you're wanting to be and live. Like really inhabiting your womb, really inhabiting your pelvic floor and really like connecting with that for us and for me personally. I'm so passionate about supporting women to really connect in with their seat of creation. So there's this sense that you're moving within the creational cycle of the year within your own self. Like, how are you moving with that within your menstrual cycle, within, your internal cycles, within how you are, moving in life with deeper connection and pleasure and grounding to your roots. So there's this sustainability to when you connect and really align with your womb and with your turn on and with your expression as who you are as a unique woman as well. So there's this kind of like deeper sense of movement, of creational movement, of conscious creational movement as well, which is really part of these anchor points throughout the seasonal wheel, is that we're consciously creating, we're consciously becoming aware of what it is that we are like putting out in the world, what it is that we're saying and how we're moving. And there's also this part that kind of weaves through, which is the storytelling, which we're really inspired by, and the artistry of life as well, that takes us kind of deeper into, your unique expression, what your story is, how you want your story to like unfold. And actually the what when we came together to talk about this circle, it was originally through connection with Clarissa Pinkola Estes. So if you haven't heard of her, she's an amazing author who's written Women Who Run with the Wolves is her most famous book, but she has many other books. And so it's this kind of deep wisdom, this kind of grandmother wisdom that kind of brings us all together in a very human way. So the point of the Mama Roots movement is that we're coming together from all over the world in this very powerful way where we're connected with ourselves, our ancestry, our land, where we are, and we're kind of bringing that sense of like the human, the fullness of the human experience, and yeah, really allowing story to be part of that magic. And so we have, other things that we'll probably weave in within this, within the storytelling aspect, but also inviting you to be, your storyteller as well, which is really powerful and connecting with your internal voice and expression. So it's a full experience, but we're also very much creatives and artists at heart, which is actually how we like to move and weave, isn't it, and create. So that's going to be a kind of core, as well as the embodiment and really going deeper into yourself, your body, your pleasure, your creative expression, and your gifts as well, bringing your gifts to life in a really full way where you feel anchored in
Yeah.
them.
I mean, I would say also like your heart, bringing your heart online. That's a huge piece, is like bringing that heart online, having that, for the fierce-hearted ones, often the visionaries, the creatives, the artists, we have that fierce heart, that creative fire. So yeah, just that's a basic intention and feel. Hopefully you can kind of get a feeling sense, because we're very visceral in the way we like to speak and share. So we're hoping that this is imbuing like a bit of a color palette in you of the kinds of tastes and sounds and sights that you're going to explore and experience within this circle. It's a little bit different to traditional circles, in that we're really using more of the, as Gigi just mentioned, the really weaving in the myth and the storytelling, because that really just invokes such a beautiful, deep, rich, visceral kind of experience to draw from, and that we'll weave those in relation to the seasonal wheel point, so that they have relevance, and also relevance to where you are in which hemisphere you're in, because the southern and the northern hemisphere are often, well, always in opposition in terms of where they are on the seasonal wheel. So we'll be bringing in pieces to match both of those and to explore both of those, to meet you where you're at and help you to really, our greatest aim would be that we're really helping you to anchor deeper into your full expression as an embodied soul with your soul gifts, and at the same time support you, act as a support system to actualize what it is that you're here to do in this world, what it is that you're moving towards in this world, but in a way that is also about, just finding the magic in the mundane, not constantly reaching for more, bigger, better, like landing here now and celebrating that. Yeah. So, and also widening your capacity to connect with the greater world outside of you, so that that becomes more of a, beautiful symbiotic relationship where it's not just all me, myself, and I, it's also me and myself and I in relation to the land and the animals and spirit and soul, and how that all interplays, right? So
Yeah. And
yeah, come join us for this beautiful journey.
relationship to what's within you, your family as well, your relationships, that all ripples out to everything, doesn't it, when we're really deeply anchored in self, and kind of giving ourselves permission to commit to that relationship really just brings so much richness to everything else that we're doing. And also, if you're an entrepreneur as well, and you're really like soul led, you're on your evolutionary path, and it's like I've got this passion, like you said, Vanessa, like heart, like passion to really do the thing you know that you're here to do. And also one last point, really bringing in, because we're really talking about like how to do this in an embodied way, is connecting with your nervous system, connecting with taking care of your body, taking care of how you open, how you can take care of yourself in pleasure in a daily way, like you said as well, like how can I do this on a daily basis for me to support me to actually feel like I can do the things that I want to do, because sometimes it can feel like I have this big vision, now how do I get there? And sometimes we can feel like we're constantly wanting to reach out, and that's that kind of reaching for more because we see this big vision, like how am I going to do that? So I need to just reach and stretch and overstretch. But it's actually these daily steps of like pleasure and connection and being with everything around us in our daily lives and bringing more presence to that, that's going to bring the vision into fruition. So yeah, we have a lot to say about this, and it's very exciting. But we'd love to connect with you as well. We'd love to talk to you personally as well. So yeah, there'll be an invitation to speak to us and reach out. And yeah, we would love for you to join us on this journey.
See you in circle.
Love.